my channel. Obviously it is Ruthless Rufus here, but just call me Rufus for short. But anyway, we're back with the Ultimate Racing League again. One of the, well, from my opinion, it's the best community on Facebook. So anyway, we're here with the Tuesday League and the GR2, the Tuesday Gr2 League. Now this is obviously they're all in the NSX. All tyres must be used, and what have I forgotten? And obviously it's 31 lap race. We're at St Croix B, and it is a reverse grid based off the championship standings. Obviously, if you can't hear me while you're watching, give us a shout in the comments, and I'll try and fix it. But you should be able to hear me; should be fine. But anyway, so well, obviously, as you can see, we're at St Croix B. I've already said that, haven't I? Probably. But yeah. Anyway, so Cast starts in first. Graham starts second. Ruthless starts third. aka me. Ninky News starts fourth. Panic starts fifth. Enzo starts sixth. P White seventh. Phaser eighth. Captain Slow ninth. Brian Mechanic 10th. Matt 11th. Manos 12th. And Smith 13th. Now remember, they do have to use all their tyres in this race, but once you've used all your tyres, you can use whatever other tyres you want. So anyway, let's get this 31 lap race on the way. The weather is good. There is no rain predicted, so they don't have to worry about changing them conditions, so it'll be dry all race. So anyway, here we go. Cars takes us down to the start-finish straight to get us going. And there go. Coming up to the first corner. Cost goes really wide there, allowing Graham to get up to the lead, and Ruthless getting past Cast now, so Cast has gone down 2 positions in 1 corner, unfortunately. So had a bit of a bad start there for Cast. So now Graham's leading the way with Rufus right behind him. They are obviously teammates. Graham made the livery for these cars. Graham gets that a little bit wrong. That allows Rufus to go up by the sides of him to take the lead. With obviously Cast is there in third, Nix is in fourth, Phaser's there in fifth, Matt's there in sixth now, so he's had a good start. Manos is up to seventh, so they both had good starts. Slow's up to eighth, Smithy's up to ninth, P White's there up to in 10th, Panic's there in 11th, Bree's there in 12th, and Enzo's there in 13th. So up at the front, Rufus has already started to pull out a gap to Graham. But the difference is Rufus is on the softs and Graham is started on the mediums. Graham's being chased by Cast at the moment, who's on the mediums as well. So at the moment Rufus is on the faster tyres. That's while he's getting away. But Cast is not letting Graham go by any means. So someone's already got into the pits. Yeah, so Matt's already gone into the pits to get off them hard tyres. So he's starting hard. He will now be going. So I've gone in the pits as well. They must be getting to get rid of the damage and to change their tyres as well. So Matt's gone out to mediums now. Everybody's will be going out onto... Oh, he's staying on the softs. He literally just... Oh no, he's gone out onto the hards now. Obviously, Rufus still has the lead, and he is opening up. He is opening up a gap to Graham at the moment, with Carster in third, and then Capsto in fourth. He's got Phaser right behind him, and Ninky New as well. So they're chasing him down, not letting Captain Slow go. Well, Ninky New hit the wall a little bit, but no damage, thankfully. Obviously, Smithy's there in seventh. P White there in eighth, and then there's a bit of a gap to Panic, who's got Enzo right behind him in 10th, and then Matt there in 11th. Then Manos, oh, he's got a bit damaged. What's happened to it? What's happened to Manos? Oh, okay. They come out this corner, and then he just spun it. Oh dear. So that's where we were. So that's put Manos down to 12 because of that spin. Bry there in 13th spot. Down in last bit of there's a bit of a gap between 11th and 12th now. So I'm going to have some work to do to catch back up, but it's only lap 2, so there is plenty of time. Oh, gets that one all wrong, so it would have slowed him down coming out of that. So after coming to the end of lap 2, Rufus is leading with a bit of a gap to Graham in seconds. The two teammates are leading the way still at the moment. Caster's now got Caster's there in third. He's dropped off a bit from Graham. Oh, he goes out a bit wide, hits the grass. It's going to allow Captain Slow to close the gap and maybe take that position off of him, which he does. Oh, Caster got that all wrong, so he's going to drop down a few positions. That's allowed Phaser to go up and Ninky New to go up as well. So is Smithy as well. Smithy is chasing Ninky New down, looking to try and get into that 5th spot from him. Captain Slow in third does have half a second penalty, so that will allow... Hello Matt, thank you for watching. Yeah, Captain Slow with that half-second penalty, so that will allow Phaser to take that 3rd position, I would think. I did as well, Matt. Anyway, back up to the front. Ruthless is leading still, with Graham in second, with a gap to Graham, and then there is a big gap to Captain Slow in third, but he will be serving his penalty shortly, so he should get passed by Phaser if Phaser doesn't get past him beforehand. So let's just stay with these guys for a second, see what happens. You can see Phaser's really trying to get that 3rd position without that, avoiding obviously getting any penalty. So now he's serving it, so Phaser does take 3rd spot. Puts Captain Slow down to 4th. Ninky New there in 5th. He's still got Smithy breathing down his neck, trying to catch him and pass him. And Enzo there just a little bit back with P White behind him as well. Cast obviously there in 9th, and then there's a gap to Matt, who is in 10th, trying to catch Cast back up. And then there's a big gap to Panic in 11th, Manos in 12th. So he's quite a way back. He must have pitted. I agree. And right there in 13th. So let's just run a few corners with Ruthless. Well, let's just run a lap with Ruthless. You're coming out of this corner. Hits the wall a little bit, but it slows you down a little bit. Yeah, at the moment he's purple. And you keep coming down here. Now coming up to the have to come up to the shop, right turn. Then if you get this one right, this S, you can go through it full speed without having to slow down. And next you're going to come up to the shop, right-hander. Like he nearly got that wrong a little tiny bit, but he managed to get through okay. So he just got a faster lap of 1:59, but that's still a bit slower. Still is, there's plenty of time in there. Gets around first corner okay. And comes around this shop, left-hander, up the hill, not much of a hill though, and now we're going to go downhill to the bridge. And that is a lap with Ruthless. So anyway, looks like Graham's closed that gap a little bit on Rufus, but not by much. Captain Slow is there, obviously Captain Slow says third. He's got a bit of a gap obviously to Graham, so he's got time to make up. And Smithy there in fourth now, so he was behind Enzo, so he's got past Enzo, he's got up to fourth now. I think Fazer may have had an incident because he was ahead of Smith a lap ago, I think it was. So see Enzo's there in fifth, Costa's there in sixth, he's got Fazer right behind him, looking to try and get past. Let's just stay with these guys for a second, see if Fazer can get by. Not yet, but it looks like Cast has actually opened up the gap a little bit to Fazer. Then you got Matt there in eighth, trying his hardest to catch Fazer up and make up as much time as possible. So Fazer is now took to the pits to get off them medium tyres. So is P White's gone into the pits as well. So is Nicky New now as well. So that could allow Panic to get a few positions, get up a few positions here, get out of 11th and maybe get up to 9th spot. Alright, up to 8th I mean. And then Manos he's got up to 11th, or got up to 10th I mean. And P White's obviously down to 11th. Ninky New's just coming out of the pits now, he's going to come out in 12th, and Brian Mechanic is got into the pits now to change the tyres. But anyway, back up to the front. Rufus is still leading, lap 6, but he does have quite a lot of wear on his tyres, so I wouldn't be surprised if he pits soon. And Graham is there, and obviously in second still. Slow's still a bit way back in third, with Smithy a bit further back, and obviously Enzo's there in fifth still. Let's just stay with these guys for a second, see if Enzo can catch Cast up I mean, see if Enzo can catch Smithy up. Looks like Enzo closed the gap a little bit there to Smithy. So he's definitely not letting Smithy get away. So Enzo's right behind Smith now. Got out that corner so much better. No, but he didn't try it. I thought he might have tried to go up the inside, but he didn't. He thought better of it. There we go. And so Matt's there in 6th. He's just got past Cast, who has just spun. Yeah, Cast was chasing Matt. Then he comes out of the... Put too much acceleration onto the car, onto the NSX, and he spun. So that's unfortunate for Cast there. So Cast has just been reset, but he's on his way. But that's going to... Panic won't catch him, but he will close the gap. And then Phaser's there in 10th. Manos has just taken 9th spot off of him. So Manos is making progress slowly. He's already opened up that gap to Phaser. And then P White there in 11th. You could just see Phaser down a little bit down the road. So they're all sort of still quite a bit together. The Lincoln got that corner wrong, going up to the bridge, completely wrong, hit the grass, but luckily didn't hit the wall. And Runner Mechanic there in 13th. He's purple at the moment, but can he keep the lap together to take the fastest lap? Is he going to go purple again? Yep, he's gone purple again, but not by much. But anyway, Rufus has now gone into the pits, which has allowed Graham to take the lead. And Captain Slows there is up to 2nd. And Rufus has come out of the pits on hards. So now he's got Enzo Jack chasing him down, right behind him. It's going to be a question of how long can Rufus keep Enzo behind him, because Enzo's obviously on the softs. Enzo's getting past Rufus now, so that's pushed Rufus down to 4th. He's also got Smithy there as well, who's on the hards. So at the moment it's a battle for 4th, 5th and 6th. So Matt's doing 6th. He is closing the gap. By the looks of it, he is closing the gap of Smithy, and with these three battling it out for that 3rd spot, trying to battle for that 3rd spot, that will allow Matt to close that gap a lot more, I would think, because he is not that far. You can see Smithy in his mirrors. Well, he can see Smithy in front of him. You can see Rufus trying to get that 3rd spot back off Enzo. Well, obviously Enzo did get through that corner, got out of that corner a lot better than Rufus did. So Smithy is still there in 5th. So Enzo's gone into the pits, and so is Rufus. He's gone in to get rid of them hard tyres. Now let's just say, who's going to get out the pits first? Will it be Enzo? Enzo went in the pits first. Will Enzo be able to get back out in front of Rufus? Rufus gets back out in front of, gets out of the pits before Enzo does. But he's gone back out onto the softs now, so he's done the one lap on the hards and back onto softs, so he can push now. So anyway, Graham obviously is leading. But Captain Slow is there, just down the road, not too far. He is closing that gap gradually to Graham, with Smithy there in third now. Matt there is now in fourth, with Cast there in fifth. Rufus there in sixth, Enzo there in seventh, Phaser there in eighth, P. White ninth, Panic there in 10th. He's got Ninky New right behind him in 11th spot, battling out, trying to get past. Let's just watch as they come down to the bridge. This corner can actually be a little bit tricky. And especially with the fact that this track does have a lot of bumps, so if you hit the bump wrong, going around a corner, it completely screws you up. Panic has opened up that gap, obviously, to Ninky New now, so he's driving away. And obviously Ninky New there in 11th, but he now has Manos chasing him down in 12th. So as you can see, Graham has gone in the pits now, so Captain Slow has taken the lead. Looks like Manos is really trying to get past Ninky New. How long can Ninky New keep Manos behind him? Cast is now in the pits as well. Ninky New has damage completely on his front, so he's now going into the pits. And Brother Mechanic there in 13th. Doesn't look like he's catching anyone, but he possibly could take 12th place off of Ninky New and put Ninky New into the last position for the time being. So anyway, let's go back up to the front, see how they're all doing. So Captain Slow has got a good gap to Smith at the moment, and there is Matt there in third, chasing down Smithy. Looking at the times. Ooh, excuse me. I imagine Smith will be going to the pits this lap to get rid of his hard tyres, hits a bit of the gravel. Whereas Matt's there on the mediums, so he's on the faster tyre, but he hasn't got to fuel. So he should take second spot off of Smith. So Smith now goes into the pits on lap 10, allowing Matt to take second spot and to... So if I'm right, Slow and Matt are both on medium tyres, but Matt has a lot more fuel than Slow does, so I probably think Matt will take the lead once Slow goes into the pits. Graham is now up to third. Rufus is up to fourth. There's quite a big gap to Graham from Rufus though. But yeah, Smith behind it, a little bit far behind him, but Smith has got a 3 second penalty, so he's going to have to wear that off. So even if he catches Rufus, he's still got to serve that. Ozzy Enzo's there in 6th, with Phaser in 7th, P. White there in 8th, and Manos is now trying to get past Panic to take that 9th spot, but Panic is staying by his side at the moment. Who's going to come out of this corner next? They're still side by side, but Manos has just got it. So Manos is up to 9th now, with Panic there up down to 10th. Cast there in 11th. Ninky New there in 12th. Bry there in 13th. He's being lapsed by everyone now, unfortunately, so he's having a terrible race. And he's got damage on the front and damage on the rear. So I think Captain Slow will be pitting this lap. Yes, he is, so he'll be coming off the mediums. And Matt will take the lead. And Graham will take second spot. Let's just run a lap with Matt. So the leader takes us through this corner. And it goes up the hill, let's go down the hill around the S to the bridge. This can be a tricky section. So gets in onto the bridge with no issue whatsoever. Now he's coming up to the tight left-hander. Gets out of that with no issue. Now it's going to come around this next bend. Coming down this long straight with the right hand, with the slight right-hander. Now he's coming up to this right-hander, gets through it okay. Through the S. Down to the final corner of this track. He's got low fuel, so probably this lap he will be pitting. So now he's got a big gap to Graham, who's obviously in second at the moment. Rufus there in third, but he's got Captain Slow chasing him down in fourth. And Smith there in fifth. Enzo there in sixth. He's been chased by Phaser in seventh. Oh, Phaser goes out a bit wide and he's gone off. So that's unfortunate for Phaser. That's going to allow P White to get past him up to seventh. The one and only Manos is in ninth spot. Panicky there in 10th. Carter's there in 11th. Ninky there in 12th. And Ryder Mechanic is sitting in the pits. I think they're having engine problems. So by the looks of it, these mechanics have told him to come into the pits and retire. Hopefully they can get his engine working again and he'll be able to get back out onto the track. So Matt currently is leading, but he most probably will be pitting this lap. Let's just stay for him a second and see if he does. Yep, Matt is now pitting. The Graham's just coming along around the final bend, so he should retake the lead for the time being. And he does. So Rufus gets back up to second, but he is being chased by Captain Slow. And they are both on hard tyres, both on soft tyres, but Rufus has got a lot more wear than Captain Slow does. So Captain Slow is they're going side by side. Well, trying to go side by side. While they're battling it out for that second spot, Smithy's there in fourth, looking to close that gap. Matt's come out, obviously, he's come out of the pits into fifth. Looks like Slow might have got out of that corner a lot better than Rufus did. Can Slow get past on this next corner? Will he be able to get close enough? Goes out, Rufus goes out, went out a bit wide there, so that's allowed Captain Slow to get past. But he's not letting Captain Slow go, he's coming back at him. And Smithy's right there as well, so it's second, third, fourth. They're all together. And Smithy Rufus has gone into the pits now. So has Graham gone for another pit stop. So that's allowed Smith to take second, Matt up to third. P. White will take sixth, get up to fourth spot. But Graham has come out onto hards. Rufus has come back out on softs. And he's got Manos and Jack. They're behind, battling it out for that seventh spot. I think now Manos obviously is past Enzo. He's going to try and catch Rufus up, probably. But will he be to pass him? Because that's another thing. There's one thing to catch someone, there's another thing to pass. Enzo there in 8th, Panic there in 9th, Cast there in 10th, Phaser there in 11th, Ninky New there in 12th, and unfortunately the mechanics have not got Bry's car working yet, so he's still waiting to get the go-ahead to leave the pits. So Captain, obviously lap 15, Captain Slow is leading. With Smithy right chasing him down, trying to get past him to get that first position off of him. But there is a little bit of a gap between them, but not too much. Any mistake from Captain Slow will allow Smithy to catch him. At the moment, Slow's fastest lap is a 1:58.5. Smith's fastest lap is a 1:57.4. Matt's there in third. P. White's now gone in the pits, so you got Graham and Rufus battling it out for that fourth spot now. Rufus got past Graham, so Graham's down to fifth. With Manos there in sixth spot, he is coming up to Graham now. But Graham is on the hard tyres now, so he won't. But that will allow Rufus to get away. But now he's going to be swamped by Manos, who's there in sixth, looking to take that place off of Graham. So here comes Manos. He is taking Graham on the bridge. So Graham's down to 6th spot now, with Manos getting up to 5th. Graham there in 6th, Panic there in 7th, Cast there in 8th. He's being chased by P White at the moment, so that's 8th and 9th battling it out. But Cast is on the hards, P White's there on the softs. So I think there'll only be a matter of time before P White gets past Cast, so he's going up side by side. And P White's got past, but Cast is not letting him go, coming up to this next corner. Oh, P White hits, P White hits, goes out too wide, hits the gravel and spins. That's really unfortunate for P White. So that's given Cast a let off there. Phaser there in 10th. He is been able to, due to P White's mistake, that's allowed Phaser to close that gap significantly to him, and now he's trying to get past P White, and he does. So that's Phaser up to 9th, P White down to 10th. But Phaser is on the hard tyres, whereas P White's on the soft, so that should allow P White to be able to come at Phaser. Enzo Jack there in 11th. Ninky New there in 12th. He's dropped off a little bit from Enzo. And Runner Mechanic there in 13th. 13th, still waiting for him to be able to fix his car. So Captain Slow, we're on lap 17. Captain Slow is still leading. But Matt is catching Slow up. Well, they are both on soft tyres. But Matt has really got onto the back of Slow. Coming through this final corner. Matt's putting Slow under a serious amount of pressure. They do have a good gap to Rufus, who's in 3rd. So Matt's already started to open up the gap to Captain Slow, but Slow is not letting him go. Rufus there in 3rd. There's obviously a big gap to the first two there. Then Graham there in 4th. He's got Smithy chasing him down in 5th. Looking to try and get past. Obviously Graham is on the hards. Smithy is on the medium, so Smithy's going to be on the better tyre. So he's made it stick. He's got past Graham, so that's pushed Graham down to 5th, and Smithy up to 4th. Panic there in 6th. Then Cast there in 7th. He's got Manos right behind him in 8th. Phaser there in 9th with P White, with Whitey there in 9th, looking to try and pass him. Enzo there in 11th, Nicky there in 12th. Obviously we're on lap 19 of 31, so we're more than halfway through. We're into the second half of the race. With Captain Slow there in second, Rufus there in third. Not really making any sort of all out on his own at the moment. Smithy there in fourth, Graham there in fifth, Pallet there in sixth, Cast seventh, Manos eighth, Fazer there in 10th, but he's still battling with P White for that 9th spot. So Panic and Cast both going to the pits now. That's going to allow Fazer to take 7th spot off of them two. P White's up to 8th. Ender there in 9th. So Panic's just coming back out of the pits now in 10th, with Cast being in 11th, and Ninky New there being in 12th. So that's really opening up that gap, that gap to Captain Slow. Doesn't look like there's anything Captain Slow can do about Matt at the moment. Then Rufus there in 3rd spot. He's not doing, doesn't look like he's closing the gap at all to the front two. Then Smithy there in 4th. Graham there in 5th. Graham's not too far away from Smithy. There's probably about a 5-second gap between the two of them. So Smithy has driven away. So anyway, lap 20, Matt first, Slow second, Rufus third, with Smith there in 4th, Graham there in 5th, Manos there in 6th, Fazer in 7th. He's still being chased by PY in 8th, but while they have been battling for the last few laps, that's allowed Enzo to close the gap significantly on them. So now it's coming a three-way battle for 7th. Panic there in 8th. He's being chased by Cast in 11th. And Linky New there in 12th. And he's a bit of a way back from 11th spot currently. We have 11 laps remaining, with Matt leading. And there's a bit of a gap to Captain Slow, but Captain Slow is going into the pits now. So that will allow Rufus to take, or he might actually be going in the pits now. Yeah, Rufus is going in the pits now to change his tyres. What's he going to change to? Because Rufus still has the medium tyres to use. So is he going to do another run on the softs or change onto the mediums? Let's just watch and see. Yep, he's come back out onto the back out onto the softs, so he's back out in 5th. Manos is there in 6th spot, so he's not far behind Rufus. And then you've still got 7th, 8th and 9th all battling it out, but P White has dropped off a little bit. So Enzo is now got past Phaser, so that has all changed because it was Phaser, PY and then Enzo. So now Enzo's in front with Phaser behind him and PY in 9th. Phaser is on the slower tyre of the three. So Manos there in 6th. He can smell Rufus's engine saying, "Come to me, I want that 5th spot from you." But how long will it take Manos to catch Rufus up? Manos is closing that gap on Rufus. Graham has now gone into the pits to change his tyres, so that's going to allow Rufus to take 4th. And Manos to get up to 5th spot. It's going to push Graham down to 6th. So Enzo, will Graham get back out in front of Enzo? That's going to be the question. Well, Graham is just coming out of the pits now on mediums, and he has managed to come back out in front of Jack. Phaser in 8th, P White there in 9th, Pallet there in 10th, Caster in 11th, Ninky New there in 12th. So Matt is still leading, and he has got a big gap to Smith in 2nd. But Smith's probably going to have to pit shortly for fuel and tyres as well. So that will allow Smithy to close that gap significantly to him, I would think. And Captain Slow there in 3rd. Yep, Matt has now gone into the pits. Oh, Captain Slow has spun it. So it comes to this corner. Oh, gets that corner all wrong. So that'll allow Rufus to close the gap significantly to him. But now he's got... Manos has definitely closed that gap to Rufus. Manos is so much closer to that spot now. So now this is a battle for 4th between Slow, Rufus and Manos. And the gap is about the same between all 3 of them. Matt is leading still, so he's managed to get back out of the pits. Still in the lead, with Smithy there in 2nd, Slow there in 3rd, Rufus there in 4th, Manos is in 5th. He is extremely close to Rufus. How long will Rufus be able to keep Manos behind him? That's going to be the question. And they are both on soft tyres as well, so the only advantage Rufus will have over Manos is the fact that he's got fresher tyres than Manos has. But I don't think that's going to stop Manos. because he's got the fastest lap of a 1:56.6, whereas Rufus's fastest time is a 1:57.6. So there's like a second gap between their fastest lap. Let's just stay with these guys for Gr2 who got, I think they got through that just as good as each other. Coming up to the first corner, can Rufus get around this corner without an issue? He can. Where Captain Slow has driven off now, so he's opened up a gap to Rufus. With Manos there in 5th, Graham there in 6th, Panic there in 7th, Enzo there in 8th, coming back out the pits. Phaser there in 9th, Cast there in 10th, P White there in 10th. He's just got past Ninky New and Cast. So Cast is down to 11th. We're Ninky. Oh, I probably got that completely wrong. Random Mechanic is still in the pits, hasn't been able to get his engine going. Matt has got a healthy lead over Smith. And Matt is on the faster tyre as well, so that will help him. Well, Smith is gradually catching him. But he is running slower laps, so I think Smith is just maintaining the gap, not letting Smith get too far away. Not letting Matt get too far away, I mean. Slow there in 3rd, Rufus there in 4th. Manos has now gone into the pits for his final lap of the race, so that's allowed Rufus a breathing room for Rufus, because he was chasing Rufus down, but Rufus managed to keep him behind. So Manos is now coming back out of the pits. He's come back out of the pits still in 5th, so he hasn't lost too much time. And Graham there in 6th, Panic there in 7th, Enzo there in 8th, FaZe there in 9th, P White there in 10th, with Carson in 11th and Ninky New in 12th. So we're on lap 25 with Matt leading this race. He's only got 6 more laps to go. Yeah, looking at their fuel, the 6 laps remaining. By the looks of it, Smith is never going to catch him, because he's going to have to pit at some point, so he's going to lose time. So that's going to give Matt breathing room once Smith does pit. Captain Slow there in 2nd, in 3rd. And Rufus is now going into the pits for his final stop. He most probably now will be going on to the mediums. So Manos is now coming through the final corner. He should be able to take 4th spot off of Rufus, and he does. So Rufus is now back out of the pits, down to 5th, with Panic there in 6th. Graham's now in the pits. He's going to pit, so that's going to allow Enzo to take 7th off of him. So that'll push Graham down to 8th. So Fraser will take 8th. Fraser just gets past Graham as he comes out the pit. So Graham's down to 9th now. Carter's there in 10th. P. White there in 11th. Ninky New there in 12th with half-second penalty to serve. I think Ninky New may have been lapped now. Yeah, I think he has been lapped already. I'm just trying to look where Ninky New is. Oh no, he hasn't been lapped yet. Well, Matt is obviously still lap 26, going to lap 27th, and he's leading still. With Smithy now. Smithy is now going into the pits for his final stop of the race. Will Captain Slow be able to take 2nd spot from him? He does, so that's Captain Slow up to 2nd. But Smithy should be able to get out of the pits in front of Manos. I don't think Manos will do enough. Nope, Smithy has come out of the pits, so Smithy comes back out in 3rd. Manos is just down the road in 4th. Rufus is just a bit further down the road in 5th. Panic there in 6th. Enzo there in 7th. Fraser in 8th. He's being chased by Graham in 9th. They're both on the soft tyres. Cast there in 10th. P. White there in 11th. Ninky New 12th. So very few laps to go now, so I'd probably say this is Matt's race to lose now. But I don't think he will. I don't think he'll mess up. I think he will stay right where he is. And he's got a good gap to Captain Slow, so plus Captain Slow's tyre wear is a lot worse as well. Well, not much worse, but Matt does have better tyre wear than Captain Slow does. I very much doubt Captain Slow's going to catch him, but he's coming out that corner. Oh, he's just come out and he's spun it. So now he's having to get the car going again. So that's a shame for Captain Slow. That's allowed Smithy to take 2nd spot off of him. And now Manos has closed the gap on Captain Slow now, but Captain Slow is going to have got damage on his front bumper now, so that's going to slow him down a tiny bit. Rufus there in 5th. He's got a gap to Panic in 8th. Enzo 7th. Fraser 8th. Graham 9th. Cast 10th. P. White 11th. Ninky New 12th. So that is obviously leading. Panic has now taken to the pits. With Smithy there in 2nd, but now there is a really big gap. Captain Slow is trying to catch Smith up, but at the moment he's not able to. There's not much of a gap. They are both as soft tyres, but Captain Slow's wear on his tyres is a lot worse, so I fully expect Captain Slow to maybe pit just so he can literally go and get a soft set of tyres, because I don't think those tyres will last him until the end. Manos there is closing that gap on Captain so significantly. Manos got out of that corner a lot better than Captain Slow did. He's now right behind him. How long is Captain Slow going to be able to keep Manos behind him? That's going to be the question, because Manos is piling on the pressure, and he's gone for a pass. So he's come around and got past Captain Slow. Captain Slow now is down to fourth now. Goes out a bit wide there. Rufus is just down the road. Is Rufus going to be able to do anything about catching Captain Slow? Because looking at Captain Slow's tyre wear and Rufus's tyre wear, Rufus is on the mediums and Captain Slow's on the faster tyre, but with Captain Slow's tyre wear the way it is, he's not going to be as quick on them. Rufus is going to... Will Rufus be able to catch Captain Slow in his last few laps? There is quite a big gap to him though. Manos has run away in third already, so Captain Slow's dropped off quite a bit from him. So obviously Rufus there in fifth, Paddock there in sixth, Faze there in seventh, Graham there in eighth. Enzo there in ninth, so there's a battle for seventh spot between the three of them at the moment. And obviously Cast there in 10th. Someone spun, oh, Panic has managed to get back out of the pits and spun it straight away. Nicky New there in 12th. And Brian Mechanic has, thankfully he's been able to get back out of the pits. The mechanics have given him the go ahead and he's out racing again. So we've got 2 laps remaining, 1 lap after this. Matt has been dominating this race since he took the lead. Smithy there in second. Manos is trying to catch Smithy, but there probably will be not a tough time. Captain Slow has taken to the pits. So is Rufus going to be able to take fourth spot off of Captain Slow? Captain Slow's now changing his tyre, so Rufus has taken that spot off Captain Slow. Captain Slow is now out of the pits. And Captain Slow is on the hard tyres as well. So with Rufus there in fourth and Captain Slow there in fifth, will Captain Slow be able to catch Rufus up? There's only this lap plus the next lap, so Rufus is looking at a good finish for him. Oh, Captain Slow's just spun it. He's come, and it's a typical bump on this turn where it can easily just kick you out. So that's very unfortunate for Captain Slow, but now that would have given the breather for Rufus not to have to worry. So Matt is now on to his final lap of this 31 lap race. All he's got to do is now keep it on the track and he will win. Smithy there in second, with Manos there in third. He is trying to close that gap onto Smithy, so Smithy's just got to keep it on the track and hopefully Manos won't catch him. Rufus there in fourth. Captain Slow there, Rufus has got a big gap to the Captain Slow there in fifth. Panic there in fourth. Yeah, it can happen. Faze there in seventh, Enzo there in eighth, Graham there in ninth, Cast there in 10th, P White there in 11th, Nicky New there in 12th, Bry there in 13th. So coming around this coming up to this part. Manos is still trying to chase down Smithy. Does look like Manos has closed the gap a little bit, but this is the final lap, so if Manos wants to get that second spot, Smithy is going to have to make a mistake, which he does rarely make. So Matt's now come around the last corner of this track, and he will take victory at St. Croix B. So congratulations to him. Smithy's just coming around the last corner. He will secure that second spot on the podium. Manos will get that third spot off of him. Will get that third spot on the podium, so congratulations to the top three. Rufus is just coming out of the last S towards the final corner. So Rufus will get that brilliant fourth position from him. Panic will take fifth. Captain Slow will take sixth. Faze will take seventh. Graham will take eighth. Enzo will take ninth. Cast will take 10th. P White will take 11th. And Enzo, oh, there we go. I went back, I wasn't supposed to do that. So Nicky New will finish 12th, and Brian Mechanic will finish 13th. Now that was round 3. Hope you enjoyed. Congratulations to the top 3. Now if it comes to the driver of the day, I'd personally give it to myself, because I didn't think I was going to finish as I was. But if anyone else has a driver of the day, feel free to let me know. And anyway, remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time for round 4, which I think is at Spa, but I'm not sure. So anyway, it definitely was, Matt, my best result so far. And hopefully I can take that into the next race. Highly doubt it, but hopefully I can. Oh, thank you, Matt. So yes, it has been confirmed. It is Spa for round 4. So anyway, that was all from me. Have a good day, and I will catch you all soon.